Welcome back to We're Not Really Here. I'm Natalie Pike and I'm still joined by Andy Morrison and Paul Dickov. And we've all let out a collective sigh of relief when Phil Foden slotted home that goal in the 89th minute to make it 2-1 to Manchester City in the first leg of our quarter-final of the Champions League against Dortmund. So we're going to go straight to the gents. Andy, what was your overarching feeling of that second half?
Well, it went from desperation to euphoria at the end with the final moment. Obviously disappointed to concede the goal at a time when we were so on top in the game. 2 or 3 chances. Would we have took that second half? The amount of chances we had, yeah, there was 3 or 4 chances, maybe not clear, but it's how it can change so quickly, football, in a matter of a minute there. So, pleased to be leaving with 2-1, disappointed, but enough to see in the game and to believe that we will score over in Germany.
Of course, a clean sheet in Germany means that we'll go through, because they, of course, did get that away goal. Paul, what was your overall feeling of that second half?
Yeah, a bit like Andy, a little bit anxious and then a little bit down, obviously, when they scored. But then you've got to say, it's great character to come back. They've got the equaliser late on, looks as if they're going home with the away goal. And we're going over there with a much difficult task. But, great ball by Kevin De Bruyne, great touch by Ilkay and finish off Phil. And second half as a whole, I thought it was so much better. I thought when Gabriel Jesus came on, he gave us much more of a focal point as the number 9. He was making runs in behind, he was holding the ball up, and I'm a big fan of us not having a number 9 in the pitch because I think we've looked so much better. But I thought he made a difference when he came on.
I think we were dominant for so much of that second half, but it just felt like we hadn't perhaps taken our chances. Phil Foden himself, we can sort of talk about him in a second and how good he was, could have had a hat-trick. We had so many chances, but so until we got that second goal, I was thinking, we've not taken it. So thankfully we did get it at the end there, Andy.
Yeah, I think our anxiety probably was a reflection of the team. And again, they're human beings. We look at them week in, week out, and we look at the qualities. But this is the kind of holy grail for the football club, and you can sense it. That desperation to get the second goal, and then the final moments. And the final moments we weren't great. We pulled a few shots, but then the ball from De Bruyne with his left foot. We talk about his right foot passing in the week, and then he picks one out with his left foot, and it's the feel. He's literally got to drop it on the goal line. Great touch, but the ball from him is on another level. But I just felt I could feel that this is a big game. Means a lot to the manager. It means a lot to the players. It means a lot to everyone connected with the football club, and you could sense it there tonight.
For me, in that game, it was a toss-up between Kevin De Bruyne and Phil Foden for the man of the match. Obviously, we talked about Kevin De Bruyne's assist, balls, a goal in the first half, and then involvement in that Foden goal for the second half. But Phil himself, I just thought that was, particularly in the second half, a real complete performance when he got that goal at the end, because he'd had so many great chances before that. If only he'd got a few more, but I just thought it was a brilliant performance for him. Yeah,
he was, and look, we all know he's a super talent, but you've got to produce in the big stage, and he's done that. A lot of people, quarter-final of the Champions League, he was outstanding. He'll be a little bit disappointed that he's not done better with maybe a couple of the shots that he's had. He's hit the target, the one for the cutback, and then he's pulled one wide, then he's pulled another one wide. But he's not let his head go down. He's kept going. He's got his just reward. But he's just an outstanding player, and to perform like that in a Champions League quarter-final at 20 years old is fantastic, really.
And it felt like Kevin De Bruyne did exactly as you had suggested he would, in that he was like, no, I am the man. I am the best player in the world, and here is my performance to show you. And he shone throughout.
He did. He led the club. And I thought he grabbed that armband. I thought he was magnificent in everything he done. He's a huge driving force for this football club. The way he galvanises the team, the way he takes ownership of games and wants to dictate the play. And, it's key moments from him again tonight. What really excited me about when we go back to Foden was his intent to take players on. yes, possession, but eventually somebody has to go and try. Because I was impressed with Dortmund with their block, the detail until Jesus came on and then stretched it a little bit more. I was impressed with it, how difficult they made it for us to actually break them down. But then there's got to be a point when a player says, right, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try and take somebody on. And there's a couple of great bits of skill from him. And as you said, 20 years old on that stage, getting the winning goal, fantastic. And I'm really confident going away, because I do think if that performance is the same, we'll get at least 2 goals when we go across there. So we're safe and sound at the minute.
Incredible performances from Phil Foden and from Kevin De Bruyne, and we can hear from Kevin De Bruyne now.
Kevin, that looked like such a tough game, but you got the win in the end, which is the most important thing.
Yeah, I think we saw the way they played. They played really well with the ball because of some problems sometimes. I think the first half we had a little bit difficulties finding the chances, but I think the second half we created a few. Probably should have scored a little bit more, but then obviously when they came back 1-1, that was a little shame, but okay, that happened. They are good teams, so I think the reaction was really good. So to get a win is good. We know 2-1 is a tricky score, but at least we're ahead for the second leg.
Is that quite gutting, the manner of sort of conceding that goal?
Well, I think they play really well between the lines, but obviously when you get a goal against, it's always a little bit of a shame, but it happens. I think the reaction was good. We played a good game, and now we have to prepare ourselves for Saturday.
You said that most of the chances for you came in the second half. In the first half, you, of course, got the goal. Talk me through it, because that was pouncing on a mistake from Emre Can, but it was a real instinctive move by the team.
Yeah, I can't really remember the beginning of the action, but when Phil played it across, it came to Riyad, so I pounded on the opportunity, so it was good for us.
Do you think you were lucky in the first half that Jude Bellingham's goal was not given?
Well, I think I've not seen the replay, but I think he goes with his feet, with his studs, so it's difficult to say something about it because I don't know.
Did you get a close look at the incident with Rodri and the potential penalty there that wasn't given?
Neither.
Okay. Tell me about your passing. Look, you had an incredible pass at the weekend against Leicester. Do you just have a third eye? Have you just practiced this? Is it just innate? How do you find those passes time and time again? Because you provided so many of them today as well.
Well, I try to look up before I get the ball, so I try to get a picture of what is happening. And I was seeing Phil and Gundo running to the second post, so I tried to chip it. And yeah, it was good that it went just above the defender, so it was good action, so that's all what matters.
And it doesn't end because you've got Leeds, of course, at the weekend, and then you've got the away leg again. How sort of tricky is that for the team to manage, or is that where you all come into your own in this run-in, in this part of the season?
Well, the season in September started this way and never stopped, so I think we had no midweeks off, so it's been an incredible run of games. So I think the team responded really well to the challenge this year, and we know we're in a good situation, and we are a little bit privileged because we are able to compete for every trophy, and that's what everybody wants to do. So we try to keep it game by game, and now we have to prepare ourselves for Saturday midday.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Thank you.
That was the thoughts of Kevin De Bruyne, and I thought it was a really interesting, honest interview, as he always does, as he did against Leicester on Saturday as well. So I thought that was really interesting, and learn a little bit more about the mind of Kevin De Bruyne, the magical mind of Kevin De Bruyne. But looking ahead now, so the second leg of this game is taking place next Wednesday. How are you feeling about that now, Paul? What sort of game plan do you think will go into that? Obviously, we've said they've got the away goal, but we know if we keep a clean sheet, we go through.
Absolutely. I don't think the game plan will change. It's not changed all season. We want to keep possession of the ball. We want to get players in between the lines. More often this season than previous seasons, we've looked to get one or two runners that go in behind as well and just control the game. We're wary of them being a threat in the break, as they were tonight. But, looking as well as Dortmund done tonight and as well as they defended, I don't think we were anywhere near our best tonight. We've still got another couple of gears to go up, and if we can go up the couple of gears, I don't want to regret saying this, I don't think they'll be good enough to compete with us, but it's going to be about keeping cool heads and keeping your concentration, because at times tonight it was very frantic, and we've not seen that a lot from the Manchester City team. So, the experienced players just to calm the game down a little bit and just continue with what we've been doing.
Gabriel Jesus was brilliant on Saturday, and as Paul mentioned, when he came on in the second half, there felt like a real change in the game. Do you think that he might start next week, or do you think we'll be looking at kind of the same setup to start with? Yeah, and do you know the lottery numbers, Andy, while we're at it?
No, you're spot on, and we don't have no idea what he'll be thinking. Get Saturday's game out of the way, and then move on from then, and look who's fit, look who's sharp, look who looks bright in training, not just physically but mentally, who's bright around the place, and he'll make his decisions then. But I think it was important what Paul said there, that I don't think we were near our best tonight or anywhere near it. I think we're so much sharper and brighter and better, and keep the ball in them vital moments better and make better decisions. Giving a little bit of credit to Dortmund that they did make it difficult for us, but I think we're better than that. And I just think if we pick it up again, go next week, believe in what we're doing, stick to the process of what they do, hopefully that them goals will come.
And even though we don't think we were perhaps at our best, what I find really interesting is, obviously, we talked a lot, everybody's been talking a lot about Erling Haaland before the game. We managed to mark him pretty much out of the game. Obviously, he did have the assist for Marco Reus's goal, but other than that, he had one shot. And I feel that was really down to our defence. So considering we haven't played our best, we still managed to keep one of the world's best players quiet.
Yeah, listen, it's very difficult here for any striker to make a massive impact, because they're playing on the counter-attack. He's spending 2-3 minutes without the ball. We'll have him 20-30 passes. They're in a deep position every time they win the ball back. He'll be on the halfway line or even deeper than that. So with those moments where if the team was in a different shape and he was able to get the ball in the final thirds and they were dictating the play, you might see a different player, but very difficult for a striker to stand out tonight. Great assist from him. I think, I think the shape of the team, I just think the relationship between the fullback and the right-sided centre-half, we split too much, and we got done on the inside shoulder, which we shouldn't get done. It should always be on the outside shoulder, or slightly more narrow in with our fullback. So we'll be disappointed in that. But, we've got to be positive. We've had 5 or 6 really good chances tonight, and we haven't been anywhere near our best.
Yes, I like that. That is a good way to sum it up. So, of course, the games continue. As Kevin De Bruyne said, we play twice a week, every week. And on Saturday, we have Leeds United at home in the Premier League. It's a lunchtime kickoff. So just a quick thought about that, Paul, because obviously Pep continually tells us that we are thinking one game at a time. So will he now immediately be switching to that Leeds game and thinking about that? And do you think next Wednesday is in the back of his mind when he's going to be thinking about the selection?
I think come tomorrow, all the focus will be in Leeds. I don't think the game will finish tonight and straight away tonight I'll be thinking about Leeds. They'll reflect on the game, have a look at the game tonight. But then tomorrow, as they always do, the focus has to be in Leeds, because that's the next game. And good thing is it's Saturday and we're not playing Dortmund until Wednesday, so there'll be plenty of time to prepare for that. But the Leeds game I'm looking forward to. Leeds are either scoring for or conceding for. They don't change how they play, so it's going to be an exciting game. And you look at the players that are on the bench tonight that are going to be fresh for Saturday as well. That's another huge plus.
Absolutely. Loads of fresh legs there for Saturday as the games come thick and fast as we continue to compete in all 4 competitions. Now, he scored the goal tonight to take it to 2-1. He had an incredible second half performance, and we can hear the thoughts of Phil Foden.
So, Phil, a crucial goal from you today. How good does that feel?
Yes, a relief. We had a lot of chances before that to, put us way up. But yeah, I'm just in the end happy to finally score and to help the team in a crucial time for us.
Definitely, and a great ball from Kevin there to help you out.
Yeah, definitely. He always, we know how special he is. He always finds the right pass at the right times, and yeah, that's what Kev does.
And obviously we've still got the away leg, and then they've got the away goal. But how much does this help us with confidence levels going into that game?
Yeah, we're always confident and trying to stay focused for the full 90. Of course, they're a great team, so they're going to have spells where they have the ball as well. But yeah, it's going to be a really interesting game in the second leg, and we have to stay focused for the full 90.
And what did you make of Dortmund today?
Brilliant, a lot of young players, energetic, and they can be in the box with 3 passes. So yeah, they're very dangerous.
and on to Leeds next. Does that give us any time to reflect on today's game, or just switch straight away to Premier League?
No time. We're in every competition. We just have to think about the next one. You heard the manager say that all year. But it's very true. We just have to keep focusing on the next game and keep the energy levels.
And how difficult is that mentally and physically to be switching all the time from competitions and that?
Yeah, it's really hard sometimes mentally, and especially your legs as well, coming back from international. But we have a lot of players in the squad that are fresh and ready to play. So yeah, the manager is rotating, and so we're ready.
And how do you feel about your current form at the moment?
Yeah, I think that as a team we're doing brilliant. We're fighting for everything that we can, and we're going to fight to the end.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Phil.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So that was the thoughts of Phil Foden. And Phil Foden was guest quite a lot of times tonight for our Mystery Blue. He's come up loads on some of these tweets. Him, Joey Barton, and we've got another name to add into the mix has been suggested on Twitter. So you can always get in touch with us using the hashtag WNRH. So another guest, let's have a look at some of these tweets. Now, I think this is a really interesting one here from Angela. The first person to say this, Angela says, my husband, Martin, thinks it's Alano. So let's have a look. We've also had Foden and Joey Barton and Stephen Jordan from Andy. So it is... It's Joey Barton! Well done, everybody on Twitter. So Poya said it, Paul said it, Blue and Proud said it, and Natalie Pike and Paul Dickov said it. What did you say, Andy Morrison?
Listen, I got the dunce's hat on, all right? So, if the cap fits, wear it. I'm having a bad night.
Do you know what, Paul? After that Guess the Blue was similar to that game, because instantly when it came on after 2 seconds, we were like, that's Joey Barton. And then we started doubting ourselves. And then we started thinking of everybody else that it could possibly be, but we did it.
We did it. So won the quiz. Yep.
Won the quiz. Your team
won the game. Yeah. What a good night.
Paul's heading home a happy man tonight. Thank you so much for joining us on We're Not Really Here. Before we go, we have a few words from Pep Guardiola.
Pep, congratulations on the win today. I mean, it must have been a relief to score at the last minute, but you really had to suffer in that game, didn't you?
Yeah, relief. It's better win than draw, but still we had, even when 1-1, we had 90 minutes, to do it. So, 2-1 and Champions League. We're going there to win the game.
What's your overall thoughts on the performance today?
Yeah, the first half we were not clever with the ball. Our pass was not better for the mates. And the second half was much better, and we had the 2 or 3 clear chances after 1-0 to score the second and the third. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. But after concede 1-1, we were there, and we scored the final goal.
You brought on Jesus. Is that because you felt that the opportunities were being created, but the finishing was just not there, even though Foden scored in the end?
Listen, to play good in the areas that we want, we need to make a good build-up, and today was not good. So Joao and Rodri were not clever to receive the ball in the positions to contact for the other ones, but it's normal. So the opponent is strong, is a good quality. Of course, when the players the pace and the quality up front that they have always is difficult, to do what we want to do. But it's a good result, 2-1, and we have another chance in 1 week.
Rodri, you mentioned him. He was involved in the potential penalty incident. It wasn't given in the end. It wasn't deemed a foul. Did you think that was fair?
The penalty
that wasn't given, yeah.
I didn't see it, but
you didn't see the replay?
I didn't see the replay.
Right, okay. What about Jude Bellingham's goal that wasn't given? Did you get to see the move on that one? It looked like he won the ball. And
I didn't see the penalty. I didn't see the Bellingham.
You didn't see any of the replays. Okay. Talk me through what is so good about this team and what you have to do better in the next one.
We're going to watch the game calmly. Now you know exactly what they do, and and we're going to adjust a few things to try to, to go there to win the game. So we have won the last 28 games, 27, and now Leeds, and after we're going to, to Germany to try to win the game.
How dangerous can they be at home? I mean, this is a side who you know very well from Germany as well.
I say that Borussia Dortmund is a typical club from the Champions League. He used to play this competition for many, many years, and he knows how to do it. So you have one more game there, so the result 2-1, we're going to go there to score goals, to try to win, and yeah, now analyze what we have done.
Tell me how special Phil Foden is.
Yeah, the second half was a threat in the, for them. He played really well, and 1-against-1, arriving in the final third, he has a 2 or 3 clear chances to score a goal, and finally he scored.
What does that show about the hunger and determination of this side to just keep going? I mean, you've built something very special this season. You're in such a great position in every single competition that you're in. Yeah. What does it say about the fight, even after conceding so late, that there is still that passion, there is still that fight to come back?
Yeah, we felt the pressure today for the in this competition at home, and we don't know how we're going to play, and now we know each other better, and yeah, we are going to analyze what we have to do, and like we have done this 4, 5, 6 months, every game we play to try to win.
Thank you very much, Pep. Well done.
So that was the thoughts of our manager, Pep Guardiola. And that's it. Thank you very much for joining us on We're Not Really Here. Big thank you to Andy and a big thank you to Paul. I'm sure we'll see you very soon. There's loads of We're Not Really Here coming up. On Friday night, you have an EDS special as they take on Liverpool, and an extra special panel of guests hosted by Kel Spellman. You get Max George, Jolien Lescott and Nedum Anua. What a lineup. And then on Saturday, I am back as we take on Leeds at lunchtime. Join us from 11:30. It'll be myself, Michael Brown and Kevin Horlock. Absolutely love Kevin Horlock. Expect to laugh on Saturday. So thank you for joining us. We'll see you Friday night, then we'll see you Saturday night or Saturday morning, and then next Wednesday we'll be back for the second leg of this Champions League quarter-final. Thank you for joining us tonight. See you soon.